Week 5, elemental implement manipulation with our metal bowling. Focusing on our spheres of awareness, or rather, not focusing on our spheres of awareness. That's level 5, intuitive integration. Well, beyond intuitive integration, elemental implement manipulation. What are we doing here? We're engaging more implements. So what do I have nearby? I have a rock to my access. So this is going to be my implement that I'm integrating. And on these other weeks that we've been practicing, we have been focusing on these different spheres of awareness and spheres of attention. But now in level 5, because we are at our witnessing stage, we don't have to really think about it so much as just adapt to working with 2 implements at the same time. We can trust that our bodies know how to move, how to adjust for the differences in our implements. If we choose to work with different implements, perhaps you want to start with the same, have 2 bowls instead of a bowl and a rock. I'm working with what I have to my access because I'm adapting to my environment and what I have around me. Spheres of perception. How we perceive what we are paying attention to, how we perceive what we are aware of, how we perceive is how we explain or describe to ourselves what is happening, how we are interpreting the information that our bodies are picking up. Be aware of your story. Be aware of the language that you're using. How we describe the world and our experiences to ourselves and to others is our reality. And if we shift the way that we're perceiving it, we can change the story. I can say, oh, how unbalanced this is. This rock is so heavy and this bowl is so light. Blech. I hate working with 2 different implements. Or I could say, I really enjoy the challenge of getting to adapt to working with 2 different implements. What a dynamic experience it is. I enjoy the challenge. That's perspective. How we're choosing to look at what is. What is that I have a rock that is heavy and I have a bowl that is light. I can either choose to accept it in a way that is preferable, or I can choose to accept it in a way that is not preferable. How I choose to interpret what is happening affects how my body is perceiving whether or not I am in danger. If I take offense via opinion, then my body feels offensive, like it needs to defend itself. It will get defensive if it feels that there is an offense. But if it isn't personal, so recognizing when something is personal or not, and when we're reacting to something that isn't personal, that's another level of spheres of awareness and spheres of perception. Then we can think about if we want to while we're practicing level 5 or not. If we happen to, we'll witness it and let it pass on through. We're combining all of our levels together without thinking about it. we're recognizing how our bodies can adapt to the changes that we're providing it. Oh, how about that? Maybe when we have two different implements, we can put them together, because then I get to do some, still manipulating two implements. Just one is inside the other. So that's a different way of approaching how we work with our implements as we are integrating intuitively what we're doing and engaging more implements. We can engage more into our practice with singing or laughing or humming and engage that vagal tone. Make up a song, stimulate your creativity bone, which isn't a bone, it's a part of your brain. The more we practice being creative, the better we get at it, because what? Practice makes better. It's true that some people are born creative, but by and large, the reason that they continue to be creative is because they are practicing being creative on a regular basis. And through practicing creativity, we get to be more creative. But we have to practice it. We have to be willing to practice it. And it can be as simple as making up a song. I got a rock in one hand, I got a ball in the other. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I'm just standing here with one leg and my arms waving. What am I gonna do? So we can make up whatever, it doesn't matter. You can just da 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 ba 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 ba, yeah ba da ba 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 da 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 da, yeah. So you're giving yourself more challenge, more eustress training, changing our breath, giving ourselves more to think about as we're integrating more implements. And this intuitive integration, integrating more into our practice. Because we can. And the more we practice it, the better we get at it. Initially, maybe not so great, but that's okay. We have something to work on. Imperfection is functional. Imperfection provides us opportunities to change in a way that perfection does not. Don't strive for perfection. Strive for imperfectly functional, which gives us the opportunity to practice perfecting things without ever actually reaching or attaining perfection. Because we don't want to attain perfection. Attaining perfection would be boring. Then we wouldn't get to change anymore, now would we? And change is why we do this humaning thing that we do. Maybe, possibly, maybe, possibly.